All right, let's export a custom mesh. This is a very simple process as long as you understand a couple of key things. First thing, USync main panel is our project root setup. Mine is, so go ahead and set that up on yours. This will just be the root of the project. Let's go ahead and move over to Unreal Mesh. I'm going to select this. Actually, first thing, we're going to go to Unreal, and I'm going to figure out where I want to put this. So I want to put this is in Content, Props, and Toys. So I'm going to right-click on this. You can do this manually if you want. I'm going to copy the path, and I'm going to show you what you need to edit. So this is the base path. This is where it's going to export. If you don't change it, it's going to make a folder in the content folder called Meshes. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to change it to, first we got to get rid of game. We don't need that. We need props. Actually, hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, so be warned about that. What will happen is if you right-click and copy path, it will name the content folder game, and then it'll do whatever folder it is, and then toys. So we got to make sure that we don't put game on there, and then it's props toys. And then I put a slash. Now I'm going to go ahead and select it. You will see that it's taken the base path, Unreal directory, props toys, and then make a new folder called arcade machine. And also the file itself will be called arcade machine. And this name is taken from whatever the object's name is. You can change this, it's totally fine. You can change the name of the folder, just change the last part right here. For now, we're not going to export collisions, even though I have them, just so that I can show you separately. So I'm going to hit export, go back to Unreal. Then I'm going to hit import meshes. It will say that there's just normal error. Now if I go into the arcade machine, you'll see it's here. Let's go ahead and put it down, have a look at it, and it's all here. For now, you're going to have to rebuild the materials because the only thing that really comes in is the normal map and the diffuse map. So if you have anything else that's connected to stuff, unfortunately for the moment, you're going to have to do this, rebuild it manually. But don't worry, because when you re-edit your mesh and change stuff or add new materials, it won't break anything that you've done inside of that material file. So this will stay intact. So now, let's go ahead and open, not that one. Let's go ahead and open the arcade machine static mesh. Let's take a look at the collisions. So this is the simple collision. It's not quite what I want. So I'm going to go back into Blender. And one thing to note, anything you put here and you save the file, this all stays. And so you'll never have to do this again for this particular file. So that's cool. I'm going to export the collisions now. So I'm going to hit this checkbox. I'm going to export mesh. I'm going to go back into Unreal. And I'm not sure if this shows up real time, but there's that object. Hit import meshes, and there you go. Now the UCX comes in correctly. One thing to note about the way Unreal does collisions, like you can try to do your best to make like a shape that you want, right? So like this is the shape I want. Unreal will unfortunately overwrite that and try to make a more optimized version. You can kind of force it in some ways. You'll see that like this under area that I have is missing. This under area is missing. So unfortunately, the collisions will never be quite as accurate. There's ways around this, but you know, that's not for this video. But yeah, it's super easy, super cool. Like, let me just show you some of the stuff. Like, let's say I want to edit it, right? I made an edit. I'm going to do something pretty nasty to the arcade machine. So maybe something like that. Hit export. Go back into Unreal. Hit import meshes. And bam. All your miserable changes are there. But, you know, you'll do better. And that's it for this. Thank you.